How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Chef RPG video. So this video is going to be a very detailed, very comprehensive guide on how to use the tea dispenser and the coffee dispenser. I've been doing a lot of testing. I know what every ingredient does. There are certain bonuses that you can get with tea and certain bonuses you get with coffee, and not one is better than the other. Like I said, there's pros and cons to each, which we're going to break down in this video. So what is tea and what is coffee? What does it do? Well, if you've ever noticed that sometimes your employees will be so exhausted that they'll fall asleep, basically coffee and tea will help energize them so they won't feel that way. The money that I spend stocking the tea dispenser and the coffee dispenser up, that's money that I save in wages. I no longer have to pay for my employees' nap time. Now, when you're trying to make coffee, you need at least a minimum of 10 beans, right? And when you're trying to make tea, you need a minimum of at least 10 tea leaves. All right, the main ingredient, which would be tea leaves for the tea dispenser, that main ingredient increases stamina recovery. And the main ingredient for coffee, the coffee beans, that also will increase stamina recovery. Now, depending on how many tea leaves and how many coffee beans you put in there determines how much stamina recovery that you will receive. If you want more of a bonus, I recommend only picking 1 to 2 ingredients that have the bonus that you're looking for. So if I want something with a cooking bonus, I would do 10 tea leaves and I would just do like lemon for the rest of the ingredients. And I would get something with a huge cooking bonus. Alright, so now we're going to go over my testing and I'm going to show you what each individual ingredient does. Alright, so here we're going to start out with only coffee beans and we're going to see what it does. If we just put coffee inside the coffee machine, we have 150% stamina recovery, negative 10% energy depletion, and a 20% speed boost. Let's go ahead and test only tea leaves. Here's all the tea leaves going in here. And as you can see with the tea leaves, we have a 50% stamina recovery and an 8% speed boost. So you get pretty much double the stats with coffee. Actually, probably a little bit more than double. Maybe like 70% more with coffee. Something like that. Alright, so now we're making honeycomb coffee. We're going to start out with 10 coffee beans and 40 honeycomb. And we're also going to make honeycomb tea while we're at it. And we'll kind of see what the honeycomb does. Okay, so with our honeycomb coffee, we have 30% stamina recovery and a 10% speed boost and a plus 5% energy depletion. And for our tea dispenser, we got a 10% stamina recovery, 16% energy depletion, and an 8% speed boost. But here's the thing though, we have a bigger energy depletion boost with the tea dispenser than the coffee, because the coffee dispenser only gave us plus 5% energy depletion, but with the tea we got 16% energy depletion. But we have a slightly bigger speed boost with the honeycomb coffee. Alright, let's go ahead and move on, and we're gonna make sugarcane coffee now. We'll go ahead and make sugarcane tea as well, and we'll see what each does. Alright, so here is the results with the sugarcane coffee. We got 30% stamina recovery, 4% energy depletion, and 6% speed boost. So with the tea, we have a 10% stamina recovery, 15% energy depletion, and a 4% speed boost. Alright, so now we're gonna make some coconut coffee. I don't know how I feel about that. So with the coconut coffee, we have a 30% stamina recovery, a negative 8 energy depletion, 14% speed boost, and a 20% social boost. So basically coconut gives you a speed boost and a social boost. A pretty nice one too. Alright, so now we're gonna make some dark chocolate coffee. We're gonna see what that does. What does the dark chocolate do? So as we can see with the dark chocolate, we have a little bit of a speed boost and a little bit of a social boost. We definitely got way more speed and social with the coconut. So I think coconut is better than dark chocolate with the coffee. Alright, so now we're gonna make some cinnamon tea. We're gonna see what the cinnamon does. So with the cinnamon, we have a pretty big speed bonus, 18%. Now let's go ahead and put the cinnamon with the coffee, and we'll see what that does. We get a 20% speed bonus, a negative 10% energy depletion. So kind of about the same. You don't get the energy depletion if you put that in a tea, but you do with the coffee. And the speed bonus is only 2% better. Obviously, you're gonna get way more stamina with coffee. I mean, that's kind of expected. Okay, so now we're gonna make some coffee and cream. Some creamy coffee. So it looks like the cream gives you quite a big social boost, 24%, and just a little bit of a speed boost. Though the speed boost might be coming from the coffee, so I'm going to assume that the cream just gives you a social bonus. Alright, moving on, let's make a pumpkin spice coffee. Let's see what the pumpkin does. It is that kind of season right now. Alright, so here's what the pumpkin does with the coffee. We get a speed bonus and a social bonus, which is, not too bad at all. 14% and 12%. Up next, we have some elderberry tea. Let's see what the elderberries do. So with the elderberries, we have a plus 7% energy depletion, a speed bonus, and a cooking bonus. So cooking is kind of the main bonus at 15%. So it's kind of an all-arounder in a way with a cooking focus. And here's the thing, you actually can't get a cooking bonus with coffee. You can only get cooking bonuses with the tea. Alright, moving on, let's try ginger tea up next. So it looks like with the ginger tea, we have a pretty big speed bonus of 18%. So I'm going to assume that ginger gives you a speed bonus. Alright, up next we have some orange coffee. That sounds kind of odd. Alright, so here's what the orange does. Not really a whole lot at all. Orange with coffee kind of sounds kind of gross. So it kind of makes sense that that wouldn't really do anything. Alright, so up next we have some vanilla coffee. Now that actually sounds pretty good actually. So with the vanilla we have a pretty big speed bonus of 22% and a little bit of a social bonus of 5% and negative 10 energy depletion. So the main bonus of vanilla is speed. Alright, so up next we have mint tea. That could be good. So with the mint tea, we have a pretty big speed bonus of 20%. So if you need a speed bonus, mint and vanilla, where it's at. Now let's see what happens when we make mint coffee. That doesn't sound nearly as good. So with the mint coffee, we have a 22% speed bonus and a negative 10 energy depletion. So kind of about the same, except we didn't get the energy depletion with the mint tea. Alright, so let's go ahead and try orange tea. We did orange coffee and that was kind of gross, so hopefully this is better. So with the orange tea, we have a 10% cooking bonus, a 2% speed bonus, and a plus 8 energy depletion. Alright, up next we have some cherry coffee. That don't sound too bad at all. Hopefully it's good. Alright, so with the cherry coffee, we have a 10% speed bonus, a plus 2 energy depletion. Now, you can't put cherries in a tea dispenser, but we do have raspberries. So let's make some raspberry tea, see what the raspberries do. So the raspberries give us quite a bit of a cooking bonus at 20%. We also get a speed bonus and a plus 7% energy depletion. Alright, up next we have some strawberry coffee. Let's see what the strawberries do. Alright, so strawberries give you a little bit of a speed bonus, not really a whole lot. Let's go ahead and make some pineapple tea. That actually sounds really good actually. Almost as good as pineapple pizza. Okay, so with the pineapples, we have a plus 8% cooking bonus, a plus 8 energy depletion, plus 2 speed bonus. So, I mean, that's kind of decent. Up next, we're going to make some mint coffee. Sounds kind of gross. So with the mint coffee, got a pretty big speed bonus and 10% energy depletion. So the mint will increase your speed, it looks like. Now let's go ahead and make some grape tea. So the grape kind of gives you an all-around bonus. You get a little bit of energy depletion, a little bit of speed, and a little bit of cooking. Alright, so now we're going to make some vanilla tea. So the vanilla gives us a pretty big speed bonus of 20%. So yeah, you can only get the cooking boost in the tea, and you can only get the social boost in the coffee. So what is the best blend? Well, that entirely depends on your staff and your staff's needs. So if a bunch of your staff members have like a lot of stamina decay, you're gonna need like a ton of coffee to kind of balance out that stamina decay. If you have a lot of sloth workers, you're gonna need blends that improve movement speed. And let's say that your chefs aren't very good at cooking and you want to give them a cooking bonus, well, you need to, brew drinks that increase cooking. So yeah, depending on your staff, you just gotta make blends that kind of balance what they lack. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope this video was useful. If it was, be sure to give it a like, consider subscribing. More Chef RPG content on the way, and I'll see you in the next video.